energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. It is Monday, April 6th, and this is Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio, our healing circle, and I'm Dr. Debbie. Thank you for being here tonight. Welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Today is going to be a little different. I'm not teaching theory. I'm not teaching trends. I'm sharing with you what I actually use in my life. What is in my medicine cabinet? What supports me daily so I can stay well, stay balanced, and stay out of the doctor's office as much as possible. A lot of people are overwhelmed with wellness. So many products, so many routines, so many opinions, but healing doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from using what actually supports you consistently. So today I'm going to walk you through the core pieces of my daily healing and wellness support system. It's going to be very simple. Just this supports this, and this is why I use it. And today we have 6 integrated learning points instead of 5. So let's get into it. Learning point number 1, my daily oils. This is the foundation of my medicine cabinet. It's simple, foundational support. I use essential oils daily, not occasionally, because consistency matters. Daily support is what keeps your system balanced. Some of the oils that I use, and I always have these on hand, is lavender for calming and nervous system support, On Guard, which is for immune support, frankincense, which is grounding and also is good for cellular support, peppermint, which is good for energy and clarity, lemon, which is cleansing and refreshing, wild orange, which uplifts mood, and ylang ylang, which supports emotional balance. Each one has a purpose. I am not guessing, my friends. This matters because these support calm, protection, grounding, energy, cleansing, and emotional balance. This isn't about having everything. It's about having what actually supports you. Learning point number 2. Now, I want to slow down for a moment because sometimes it helps to really understand why something works, not just that we use it. So I'm going to highlight one oil and one ingredient from Agara Café that are a part of my daily support. So first, we're going to talk about doTERRA essential oils On Guard. What makes this so powerful is that it's a blend. Each oil inside it has a role. So let's talk about what's in it. Wild orange, which is uplifting and supports mood and light cleansing. Clove, which supports strong immune support and powerful cleansing. Cinnamon, which is warming and supports circulation and immune response. Eucalyptus, which opens and clears and supports the respiratory system, and rosemary, which supports daily clarity, focus, and system balance. So when you combine all of that, my friends, uplift, protect, warm, clear, and focus, you get a blend that supports your body and your environment all at once. Now, I want you to remember this. On Guard equals daily protection and support, not fear-based, not reactive. We must always be proactive. I use it because I believe in supporting my body before something is wrong. This is my protective blend. It helps me support my body and environment in a simple daily way. Now, Let me highlight the ingredient in Agara Café. That is on our list tonight. Chromamate. Now, inside Agara Cafe, one ingredient I pay attention to is chromamate. This is a form of chromium that supports metabolism. It helps with blood sugar balance, energy stability, appetite balance, and how your body uses fuel. And what makes it different is bioavailability. It's not just what you take, it's what your body can actually use. Chromamate helps your body handle energy better, so you're not constantly riding highs and crashes. Energy isn't just about what you drink, it's about how your body uses it. So when you look at both, On Guard, which supports protection and environment, chromamate supports metabolism and internal balance. This is what I mean by intentional support. Learning point number 3. I don't wait until I'm sick. I respond early. So when I feel a little off or like I'm coming down with something, I have oils that I keep on hand. Oregano is one, eucalyptus, and tea tree. The moment I feel off, I support my system by adding these to the other oils that I use daily. Oregano supports the system sort of like an antibiotic does. Eucalyptus is wonderful in cleansing and supporting immunity and the metabolic and the entire system. And tea tree is also good for clearing and cleansing, and it has an antimicrobial effect. The moment I feel off, remember, I support my system. Healing is often about how early you respond. Learning point number 4. I use Agara Café, a functional coffee by Agara Life, daily. I don't just remove things, I add support. So I drink 2 cups of coffee, of this functional coffee, a day. It helps with energy, focus, and mental clarity. You're either supporting your system or depleting it. Learning point number 5, foundational nutrition. I'm always refining, and something that you might not, if you've listened to a lot of my work, you know that several years ago I had gastric sleeve surgery. I was at 300 pounds. I lost 100 or over 100 pounds myself. And then at the end of my weight loss journey, I had gastric sleeve surgery. And if you know anything about gastric bypass surgeries, whatever type that one may have, absorption of nutrients can become an issue, and it matters. So I'm switching. I use a protein powder, and I'm switching my protein powder to VMG plus a whole food complex. It's by Purium. It's a power shake and biomedic. It's not just what you take, my friends, it's what your body can use. And I will talk more about that in the future. Let's talk about learning point number 6. Daily practices and food are important. This, my friends, is the absolute foundation of everything else. So in the morning, I have a practice that I do for connection with the creator, connection with self, and connection with the universe. At night, I have a release and recovery practice. And then my food intake, I try to remain as much as possible in the realm of 90% clean and green and 10% intentional. And what that 10% means is I don't go out and eat a bunch of junk. I like snacks. I'm a snacker. But I choose those products which are man-made, so they're not clean and green. And they're processed, because even if with a better choice, they're still man-made. And the 10%, I just choose snacks or choose these types of products carefully. And I limit the overall amount in comparison to my 90% of my diet, which is clean and green. Now let's talk about something I know is on some people's minds, and it comes up often. Every time I talk about what I use and products that I use and my system, they say cost. So I want to really talk about something, cost. People say this is expensive, but here's the truth, my friends. When you transition away from poor quality, nutrient deficient foods and start using things that actually support your body, you often are not spending very much more. You're just spending differently. Now, this is a personal share. I personally do not carry health insurance. Now, this is my personal choice. I am not suggesting or recommending this to anyone. But for me, I don't live in what ifs. I don't need regular doctor visits. And if I do, I can pay for it. And I'm not paying ongoing premiums, copays, and costs that don't support me daily. I put my money into things that help me stay well so I don't have to spend later. You are already spending money. The question is it supporting your health or costing you later? Now let's talk about a practice, my personal medicine cabinet reset. And this is what I do. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and ask, what do I currently use to support my health? Then ask, is it actually helping me? And then ask, what is one thing I could change or add? Write that one thing down. Not everything, just one thing. Some challenges, because we are human, are that we become overwhelmed with things. The solution to overwhelm is simplify. Keep it simple. Another challenge is confusion. There's so much stuff and information and so many people saying so many things about everything. There's confusion. So when you experience confusion, instead of trying to focus on everything, just choose one to start. And then cost. Don't try to change everything out all at the same time. Shift gradually. Now, as always, our power of 3 integration. When we talk about energy medicine, the oils plus awareness fit into that category. Ayurveda inspired living is about rhythm and prevention. And then herbal and nutrition is about plant-based and whole support. This, my friends, is the power of 3. Simple, consistent, and integrated. My friends, this is my medicine cabinet. Not perfect, not everything, but what actually supports me daily. Now, our 5 journaling reflection questions. And if you have not started journaling, please pick one day, 5 or 10 minutes, and start. Reflection question number 1. What do I currently use daily? Number 2, what is actually helping me? Number 3, what am I spending without benefit? Number 4, what can I simplify or improve? And last, number 5, what would consistency look like? My friends, healing doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from using what actually supports you consistently. And as always, if this resonates with you and you want to go deeper, join us in our Healing Circle on Patreon. It's only $7.99 a month. There's so much more there. You get a monthly masterclass. We do meditations, healing sessions, and you get direct support from me if you choose and would like that. So remember, my friends, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. It's Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio, and this is our healing circle for Tuesday, April 7th. Let's get right into this. I'm really glad you're here. Yesterday, we talked about what's in my medicine cabinet, what I actually use. Today, I want to show you something just as important, how I start my day. Not perfectly, not with a long routine, but a way that actually supports me. Because what you use matters, but how you begin your day determines how you feel inside your life. Today, we are talking about a simple morning rhythm that will help you feel more calm, feel more clear, feel more connected without adding more to your life. As always, we have our 5 learning points. Learning point number 1, how you wake up sets your internal state. Let me say that again. How you wake up sets your internal state. Most people wake up and immediately grab the phone, start thinking, start rushing, and their system is already activated before they even begin. That's not a life problem, my friends. That's a starting problem. Soft living begins in the first moments of the day. Learning point number 2, you don't need a long routine. You need a grounded entry. I don't have a complicated morning routine. What I do have is intention. My simple start is connect with creator self and awareness, pause before input, and begin gently. This keeps me connected before the world pulls me out. It's not about doing more, it's about how you enter your day. Learning point number 3, just a little reminder. Remember yesterday, we talked about On Guard, which is one of the essential oils in my medicine cabinet that I use daily, because this is part of my morning support as well. It supports the immune system, it supports the environment, and it supports daily protection. It contains wild orange, which is uplifting, clove and cinnamon, which is protection, eucalyptus, which is clearing, and rosemary, which promotes clarity. This is a protective start, not reactive. I don't wait until I feel run down. I support my body before that. And now I want to highlight another component or ingredient to Agara Café, which I use twice a day. And the ingredient we're going to highlight today is L-theanine. Now let's talk about how I support my energy, which is through Agara Café in the morning. And here is what matters. It's not just about energy, it's how the energy feels. L-theanine is one of the ingredients in Agara Café that I really, really value. It promotes calm, it promotes focus, helps reduce stress response, and works with the caffeine, not against it. So instead of feeling jittery, anxious, or overstimulated, you feel calm, clear, and steady. L-theanine gives you calm focus, not just energy. It helps you feel awake without feeling overwhelmed, because a lot of people aren't just tired, they're overstimulated, anxious, and wired but exhausted. This supports a different kind of energy, my friends. Now, let's talk about, let me switch back. Let's talk about learning point number 5. You don't need to rush into your day. Let me say that again. You do not have to rush into your day. Most people feel overwhelmed before the day even begins because they rush into it disconnected. I want you to simply shift your thinking into pause and your actions, and I'll show you how. Pause, breathe, and begin slowly. It's only 1 or 2 minutes, but this 1 or 2 minutes changes your entire state. When you get connected, you move through your day differently. So here's the practice. It's a 2-minute morning entry. Let's create a simple morning reset. When you wake up, do not grab the phone. Sit or stay where you are. Place your hand over your chest, over the heart space. Take one slow, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Say out loud, but quietly to yourself, I'm here. I connect with my heart. I connect with the creator and the universe of all that is. Take one more breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then, my friends, begin your day. That is not complicated. This is how you enter your day connected instead of rushed. Now, as always, we know we're human and we have certain challenges. Sometimes we say, I don't have time. My friends, this is 1 or 2 minutes. Prioritize 1 or 2 minutes for you and your healing, health, and wellness. Another challenge, I forgot. Place a reminder on your bed. We have reminders of everything else. Put a Post-it note. And the third challenge, it feels small. My friends, small, but it works. The power of 3 integration in energy medicine, the oils plus the calm focus support, that's what energy medicine does. In Ayurveda inspired living, it creates an intentional morning rhythm and routine. That's aligned with Ayurveda. And in herbal wisdom and nutrition, Agara Café with the L-theanine that supports the entire body through natural plant-based ingredients. This is a simple, daily, integrated support. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to have a perfect morning routine. You need a way to begin your day that keeps you connected. Now, our journal reflection questions. Number 1, how do I currently start my day? Number 2, do I feel rushed or grounded? Number 3, what pulls me out of connection first? Number 4, what is one small shift I can make? And number 5, what would a gentle start feel like? Remember always, my friends, it's not about how early you wake up. It's about how you enter your day. Peace, love, and light to you. Remember, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. And I will see you in the circle. Your morning routine matters more than you think. Agara Café and MatchAgara aren't just drinks, they're daily support. Agara Café is a smooth, functional coffee designed to give you steady energy, mental clarity, and metabolic support without the crash. MatchAgara offers a calmer, more focused, lift-supporting mood, balance, and gentle energy throughout your day. With ingredients like lion's mane, L-theanine, and plant-based support for metabolism and mood, this is about more than caffeine. In Evolve Global 22, this is the power of 3. Energy medicine, steady and sustained. Ayurveda-inspired living, supported and balanced. And herbal medicine, clear and focused, because how you start your day shapes everything that follows. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. This is Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio, and this is our healing circle. Welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. We've spent this week talking about what I use in my medicine cabinet, how I start my day, and how I reset during the day. And today, my friends, we're going to talk about something that quietly shapes all of it: how you end your day. Because the truth is, most people don't wake up overwhelmed by accident. They carry the day into the night and the night into the next day. Today, we're going to look at why your night matters more than you think, what actually happens when you don't release the day, and how to create a simple closing rhythm and a powerful release practice you can use to come back to yourself. As always, our 5 learning points. Number 1, most people don't end their day, they collapse into it. Let's be honest about what most nights look like: phone in hand, TV on, scrolling, thinking about tomorrow, replaying the day. And then we fall asleep. That's not actually ending the day, that's collapsing into exhaustion. Your body never receives the message the day is complete. Instead, your mind keeps going, your nervous system stays active, and your body stays slightly on. This matters because if your body never feels an ending, it never fully shifts into restoration. Learning point number 2, your body needs a transition, not a shutdown. We often expect ourselves to go from doing to sleeping, but your body doesn't work like that. Your nervous system needs a bridge, a slowing down process, because all day you've been responding, thinking, moving, and engaging. That energy doesn't just disappear. You don't fall asleep, you transition into sleep. Let me say that again. You don't fall asleep, you transition into sleep. That is so important. And without a transition, sleep is lighter, rest is incomplete, and you wake up still carrying the day. Learning point number 3, you carry the day into the night. This is one of the most important things to understand. You don't just carry tasks, you carry energy. You carry conversations, emotions, stress, tension, and unfinished thoughts. And your body holds all of it. So when you lay down, your body is still processing what you never released. That's why you can sleep and still feel tired. Number 4, a night routine is not about doing more. I want to be very clear here. This is not about adding a long routine. It's not more steps, more pressure, more things to get right. It's actually the opposite. It's about slowing down enough so your body can stay with you. You don't need more at night, you need less, and you need intention. Learning point number 5, this is a soft living skill, ending the day connected to. Soft living is not just how you move through your day, it's how you come back to yourself at night, not escaping, numbing, or distracting, but arriving, noticing, and releasing. Ending your day connected is what allows you to begin the next day grounded. So now let's talk about a practice, the release the day ritual. Now I want to guide you through something deeper. This is a release practice, not to fix everything, but to begin letting go. So first we do what I call the cloud, and I learned this from my teacher, Ron and Penny Levin, who are renowned energy healers. And it's part of One Light Healing Touches complete practice and philosophical messaging. So I want you to find a quiet space, sit or lie down comfortably. I want you to place your hand over your heart space. We've done this all week. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a slow breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're going to repeat that 3 times. Now say out loud, I connect with my heart. This is where you return to yourself. That is step 1. Step 2, I'm going to teach you an ancient Cherokee chant, and this is a release through sound. Now we move into sound because sound allows release to move through the body, not just the mind. Now the chant goes like this: Nai, 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 Ho, Wa. And what it means is I release into the sacredness of all that is. So it's Nai, 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 Ho, Wa. I release into the sacredness of all that is. So you begin by chanting out loud. Let your voice be natural, not forced. And then you gradually get softer and softer, then very soft, and then silent. So as you chant, you bring to your awareness what you are holding and what you are ready to release. One thing. Let the sound carry it. You repeat that each 5 times. Then continue as long as you feel called. So I'm going to demonstrate this for you. This is not about doing it perfectly. It's about allowing your body to release through breath, through sound, and through intention. So what we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this for you in one session. Now remember, we would do this 5 times. So it goes Nai, 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 Hoa, Nai, 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 Hoa, Nai, 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 Hoa, Nai, 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 Hoa, Nai, 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 Hoa. Now silently. And while you do that, you make an intention, you think of something that you want to release, and you release that one thing. It's as simple as that, my friends. As simple as that. And remember, you repeat it 5 times and then continue as long as you feel called. And you start out loud and you get softer and softer and softer until you do it silently to yourself. This is not about doing it perfectly, I will say again. It's about allowing your body to release through breath, through sound, and through intention. And ancient Indian nations had all sorts of practices that they used to do. So this is a Cherokee practice, and it's beautiful. So now I want to go into our product integration. And this is where support can come in gently. Now, remember last week, we talked about lavender, which is calming the nervous system. That works wonderfully at night. You can diffuse it. You can put a little bit on your pillowcase or a little bit on your wrists. Also, frankincense is grounding and slowing. You can do the same thing. You can mix frankincense and lavender together. And then this week, On Guard, our daily support continues. These help your body shift into rest, not force. And then Agara Life, our functional coffee. What you do during the day affects your night. Balanced energy, less crash, more natural wind down. And our challenges are, again, the number one, and I've said it every night, I don't have time. 3 minutes is enough for this end of the day practice. The I forgot excuse. Attach it to brushing your teeth or bedtime. A third excuse might be it feels different. That's okay. New things often do. In our Power of Three integration, again, our oils, sound, and breath fit into the energy medicine. Ayurveda-inspired living with our natural rhythms of slowing down, and our herbal and nutrition daytime support equals and leads to nighttime ease. You don't need to be perfect at your night routine. You need a way to slow down, release, and come back to yourself. And now our journal and reflection questions. Number one, how do I currently end my day? Number two, what am I carrying into the night? Number three, what would it feel like to release even one thing? Number four, what support helps me slow down? And number five, what small shift can I begin tonight? You don't wake up overwhelmed by accident. You carried too much of yesterday into today. I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening. Peace, love, and light. And remember, healing lives here, wholeness lives within you, and I'll see you in the circle. This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. This is Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. This is our healing circle. Welcome. It's Wednesday, April 8th, I believe. I believe it's still April 8th. And let's get into this. I'm really glad that you're here. Today, we are talking about something very real. Not sick, not in crisis, but tired, overwhelmed, foggy, disconnected, because that's where most people live during the day. We've talked about what I use in my medicine cabinet and in a daily practice, my morning routine. We've talked about how I start my day. Now we're talking about what happens in the middle when life actually starts to happen. Today, I'm going to walk you through how I recognize when I'm off, what I actually do, simple but real, and how I reset without starting over. And as always, our 5 learning points. Number 1, feeling off is a signal, not a problem. Most people ignore it or push through it, but off means your system is overloaded, your energy is shifting, your body needs support. This is not something to fix, it's something to respond to. Learning point number 2, most people disconnect more when they feel off. What do we usually do? Grab the phone, eat something quick, push harder, or ignore it. All of that increases disconnection. When you feel off, you don't need more input. You need a return. Learning point number 3, my first move is always pause, then notice, then heart connection. I don't try to solve it right away. I pause, take a breath in through the nose, and exhale out through the mouth. And I put my hand over my heart space and I say out loud, I connect with my heart. Then I ask, what am I feeling? Where am I feeling it? Even 30 or 60 seconds is important. Awareness is the beginning of a reset. So again, this looks like this. When you feel off within your day, pause, take a breath in through the nose, exhale slowly through the mouth, place your hand over your heart space, Say out loud, I connect with my heart. Then ask, what am I feeling? Where am I feeling it? That, my friends, creates awareness, and that's the beginning of a reset. Learning point number 4. Remember, we spoke about On Guard this week. I want to bring this back to you again because this is not just a morning oil. This is an anytime support oil. It supports the immune system, helps maintain resilience, it cleanses the environment, and it uplifts energy, especially midday when your system starts dipping. This is part of staying ahead, not catching up. And then I want to point out today a new ingredient that I'm highlighting in Agara Café. When I need a reset during the day, I don't just think about energy. I think about clarity. One ingredient in Agara Café is lion's mane. Lion's mane is known for supporting the brain. It supports cognitive function, memory, focus, and mental clarity. This is brain support, not just stimulation. Another ingredient I want to highlight today in Agara Café is the green coffee bean. This is different from regular coffee. It supports metabolism, energy balance, antioxidant support, and sustained energy. It gives energy without the harsh crash. So when you combine lion's mane for clarity and green coffee bean for steady energy, you are not just waking up, you're supporting your brain and body. This is about clear, steady energy, not spikes and crashes. When you feel off, you don't need more stimulation, you need better support. And now, my friends, I would like to guide you through a practice, a midday reset practice, 2 or 3 minutes. Let's walk through it together. What you do is you stop what you're doing just for a moment. You sit or stand still, hand over your heart, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and say, I connect with my heart. Take another breath in through the nose and exhale slowly out through the mouth. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Choose one thing. Breathe your normal, relaxed breath. Apply an oil. Drink water or Agara Café and step away. Do just that. No overthinking, no fixing everything. Just respond to what your body needs. As always, we are human and there's challenges to this. The I don't have time challenge. My friends, it's 1 or 2 minutes. Choose your healing, health, and wellness as a priority for 1 or 2 minutes in that moment. I forgot. Set a reminder. We have all sorts of gadgets we can set reminders for. I will push through. Practice noticing first before you get entrenched in the mindset of I push through. The power of 3 integration this week, or today, is energy creates oil. The oils and awareness fall into energy medicine. Ayurveda inspired living, responding to state shifts leads into rhythm, supporting your body, and routine. And then herbal medicine and nutrition, lion's mane and green coffee bean are natural, plant-based items that support your system. This is how you support yourself in real time. You don't need to start your day over when you feel off. You just need to come back to yourself. Now, as always, our reflection and journal questions. Number 1, when do I feel off during the day? Number 2, how do I usually respond? Number 3, what would it look like to pause instead? Number 4, what support helps me most? And number 5, what is one reset I can try tomorrow? You don't need to push through your day. You need to reconnect within it. As always, my friends, healing lives here. Wholeness lives within you. And if you want more, join our healing circle on Patreon for only $7.99 a month. We go deeper. You get support from me. Do different practices, meditations. I do energy healing sessions. Come on and check it out. As always, I love you all. Peace, love, and light. Take care. Hello, I'm Dr. Debbie, and if you drink coffee every day, imagine turning that habit into something that supports your energy, metabolism, and mental clarity. That's what Agara Café functional coffee from Agara Life is designed to do. I'm offering a 5-day sample pack for just $20 so you can try it yourself. Check the link below and start your Agara lifestyle journey today.